Oh, it's new MMO content day. How's everybody doing? I've got to turn the music on for this. Bang. And this. That seems right. Okay. There's new stuff. Manderville quests. Yeah, there's some. They're going to be manly. Luckily, I mean, I only have like an hour or two. So, should work out. I can start collecting my bits. Oh, hey, Virus. You got back from California? Or just California way? I don't know. Deep Dungeon's pretty neat. I don't think I've done the whole thing. But I like that there's basically like an old school dungeon crawler mode in this game. Alright. I'll turn on my scenario guide again. Oh, it's not that. So I guess it's time to look up the patch notes. To see where all the new stuff is. I'm gonna guess Razadhan, but you never can tell. More Dona. Oh, for Eureka. Yeah. It always takes me like a solid minute to find more Dona in the destination list. Because I always think it's further down than it is. Or is it? This is great because I always get the, I feel like I'm close. I always get the joy of discovery every time I try to find this damn place. It's in a weird spot geographically, too. There you are. Yeah, it's like way at the bottom. Oh, God. Man, Windows has got to cool off. Snapping windows everywhere. There we go. Hey, Kyle, 4 stars. How you doing? Gotta check the audio levels of everything. Guess what? We got some talking. But yeah, I got a couple of hours until we record Inside Games. I have some script prep I need to do. I've done most of the big stuff already. I just got to convert my outline into a readable thing. So I'll have to hop off the stream at some point. But then I may come back because I still want to start Wolong Fallen Dynasty. And I want to keep playing Sin. And I want to keep playing Destiny 2. And a million other games. I want to start Breath of Fire 2. Oh my god. There's so much good stuff. Yes. Need more hands for gaming. I need more PCs. I did try to leave MediaTek on while I then recorded my camera and my audio for Inside Games. But I don't think my streaming PC could do both. I lost a couple frames here and there. It might be a RAM issue, believe it or not. My streaming PC only has 8 gigs of RAM because I was like, I'm never going to need more than that. And here I am needing more than that. I guess RAM's pretty easy to install. You can just download it. Yeah, Wolong's been kicking your ass. I'm excited to have my ass kicked. Look at this little man stomping around back here. Why is he pointing? Shabba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, I don't know. I built this streaming PC in I think 2019, so it's getting up there in years. But you know, there's a pretty hard like performance cap on what I use it for, so I don't really need to freshen it up. I guess at this point it would be nice if I could run multiple instances of OBS. There's also a utility to There's a plugin where you can transcode on your own machine. So I could stream to TikTok without paying Restream $2 an hour to do it. I wonder if I can load the NVIDIA encoder twice. You can do multiple instances of NVENC recording, but at some point that encoder gets overloaded too. Anyway, much to think about, much to consider. Also, the problem is if you use NVENC on bit rates that low, it's going to look like extra ass. But if people are watching on their phones, it doesn't matter, you know? Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Let me go ahead and pick up the other quest line while I have this tab open. That is at Rods at Han. Oh, yeah, it says the next step is in Mordona. Oh, okay. Yeah. I can understand David Lynch being mad about that. David Lynch, I'll say this, puts a lot more creative effort into his films than I do my daily streams. So I can see why he might be cross about it. But yes, if it's just me rambling over gameplay, that can get smudged up by NVIDIA, I think. Ooh, well oiled. Oh, Loperate Tribals. What? I've never really gotten into tribal quests. What's the deal with them? Is it just like a side story and then another currency you can grind out for like mounts and stuff? Because that seems to be the idea. Couple daily quests have mounts for something for a currency. Okay. Or like clothes. I am on Leviathan, Common Dragoon. The music here is hot. I should turn on my quest tracker for once too. Look at all this. Oh my god. It's happening. Alright. That means I can... Where the hell is that, though? They distribute some settings all over the place. I also don't remember where the, like, effects setting is, because I want to find that on my Steam Deck. And I couldn't. But there's, like... Oh, I feel like I'm close. Yes! There's that. I guess that's... Oh, that's on the party list, yeah. Whatever, this is pointless. Jad Tempo, hello. Hello and welcome. Alright, which one am I supposed to do? Let's start with the Hildebrand stuff. Let's get wacky. Effects is under control. Control. Control? Like under... Nope. Control. Control top of the red ones. Oh. Oh. Why would it be under control settings if it's visual? Yeah, I feel like I could tweak the camera angles a bit. I always forget this stuff is all in here. Okay. Yeah. It's under controls, character, graphics option. Like graphics effects are down here. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to turn a lot of these off because like I had exported my settings to Steam Deck. Ooh, I wonder what that's for. I'd exported my settings to Steam Deck before I turned more of those off. I don't have a 4K monitor, Ben Paddington. I don't know, for the longest time it was just kind of not a good performance place. Hold on a second. Look at this little guy back here. Look at that little buddy. Just hanging out. Just peeping maybe? Getting a little peep in? Alright. Yeah, I don't know. Video performance wasn't really there. Now that DLSS can basically do anything, and even the video hardware is basically can do like native 4K 60 on some things. Now 4K makes a lot more sense. I was actually thinking about it, seeing the difference of Destiny on my like living room TV, which has HDR, and my PC monitor. It's a pretty noticeable difference in like clarity and color sharpness. Forgot about this little dude. He looks like a mascot for like a Sega game in 2001. Or like a cell phone carrier mascot, a flip phone. Oh, I've also discovered something important when it comes to messing with technical things for far too long, given their relative benefits. I think I have a solution now to unify all of my audio, so I will finally be able to hear all alerts at all times. They will always play, no matter if I have enabled sources or not. I think I can configure it. I think I have the power, but it's going to require like a full rework of how my audio is both set up in hardware and in software. But I think I can do it. I think all the pieces are present. I'm gonna take this quest up here. I don't know why I didn't. Usually I grab all these. So yeah, I'm excited. There's no way you could possibly make it worse. It's impossible. Man, this guy's got a lot of problems. I just wondered what was going on here, and this dude's laying out his life story. I'm gonna have to find, like... I think it's time, too. I think it's time to also just, like... maybe redo my wiring, clean off my desk is kind of the biggest thing. I just need to move all the cords out of the way and just scrub. Because there's a bit of there's kind of a gamer film. Just a little dust building up. It's not good. It's not good, gotta get rid of it. Alright, let's get back on the case. Gotta speak to the villagers here. Hey, Dalton. Thank you for the sub. Ever run into Ninja in here? You mean the phenom entertainer? An esports athlete? I think a little ninja's always around. That's what I think. I think since we share such a similar philosophical approach to gaming, that he probably hangs out in the chat a lot. But yeah, esports philosopher, warrior poet. I would say like there probably aren't many places on this planet that would be friendlier to Ninja than in this stream. So, you know, I'm sure he'd be around. Yeah. Sun Tzu, Kong Ming, Ninja. Napoleon Bonaparte. Tyler Ninja Blevins. Always watching? Yeah. Protecting is the word I would use. Guarding? Guiding. Whenever we lose our way, I like that Ninja descends onto social media to give us exactly the advice we need, exactly when we need to hear it. I don't know what I'd do without it. Like how there's 2 quests to just go around and ask different questions. Metal Gear Solid Ninja? Oh no. Gray Fox. Gray Fox. Believe me, a lot of Callus's repeated screaming reminded me of noble combat with the Cyber Ninja. Have what? 3 months to train for my Godbert cosplay at FanFest? I did get a ticket. Yeah. I won the lottery. So I was able to get one for me and Steph. Yeah, I got lucky. Wasn't expecting it. Wasn't planning on it either. I had already made my peace with potentially not getting a ticket and just going to Vegas. Having a ridiculous meal or two, catching a show. I'm telling y'all, the Purple Rain tribute show is phenomenal. Absolutely delightful. Good stuff. Poo Poo Train. Agent Straggler, thank you for the sub. Once again, my sub is tied to a change in employment. Part-time interview I had last month's sub turned into a full-time offer for a completely different role. So I'm once again employed. Yes! Yes! This sub is my good luck charm. Hopefully this completely doesn't implode after 3 months. It can't. It can't. Because there's more than 3 months of games to play, experience, enjoy, and destroy. That's why. But I'm glad to hear it. Congratulations. Ah. Oh, hey. I gotta hunt for this. Hopefully you're treating yourself to some, like, overpriced delivery or something. Yeah, I get to see the Primals play live. Maybe they'll do a meme again? Yeah, it's supposed to rain again. I don't know how much. I thought it was just like one wave of sprinkle. But maybe I'm underestimating it. Alright, let's talk about this river again. Oh, we did already. Alright. 3 candles. How you doing? Are you trying to stay awake? Uh-oh. I got bad news. Final Fantasy XIV is pretty cozy. It's pretty comfy. It's pretty slow-paced. We'll do our best, though. The music's pretty exciting. Actually, I'm gonna close that. Thunder Snow. I've heard about that. I don't think I've ever experienced it myself, though. I like it whenever it's raining but sunny at the same time. That always feels really weird, especially if like the sun's really warm. You get these like cold sprinkles on you. We actually drove through a stretch of that coming back from the Tiki convention we went to. But yeah, I've heard about that. Mostly like up north. Yeah, Midwest area. Pretty apocalyptic weather. I could see that. Just your human brain seeing that being like, oh shit. Something very big and strong and magical is very mad right now. Hey, Iceman. Yeah, it's ominous. It's a good word for it. Man, he just told me I was a poop thrower. Second time in a row you haven't gotten a Discord notification. I'll say this. My phone was having real trouble sending Discord notifications for a while. Even though I would check the settings and make sure that notifications were turned on and they were enabled for like app mentions for the server, and like the frustrating thing is there's like 18 different levels of notification settings now. And if any of them are off, the notification won't go through, so. Yeah, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. This one's not going to be a barn burner. I'm just catching up on some MMO content. Figured I might as well go live for a bit. I might be back later this evening after we record Inside Games. I was so charmed by Sin. I didn't know that game was so stupid, and that its NPCs were so unhinged. And that music, ugh. Yeah, I still want to start Wolong. So much to look forward to. I don't know about sub-alerts for that stuff. What I think my new audio setup might allow me to do is an audience-driven soundboard. Or I might make it where like Maybe like cheers over a certain amount aren't Barney lines. They become like a meme handbag or a meme grab bag. But memes should be cheap, right? Because they're meant to be repeated often. So I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Kleiner lines. Love Kleiner. Oh. There's a whole onion family. The only problem is the problem with infinite expansion is that the alerts are web based, and every new like variant is a copy of a rule in a very long and inefficiently maintained list of rules. So by the time I Master Zombibrand so yeah, it takes a long time to load and like open a new rule and change it. So yeah, unfortunately those can't extend in size and complexity forever, which sucks. If I changed alerts, if I changed an alert provider, that might be different. Something that runs locally on my machine versus going through a web layout. Those exist too, but again, more complicated, more things to break. I accidentally brought up the chat. What an eyesore. He's a gentle dead man. What is Docker? A hunger for brains. So we do have a gentleman zombie now. That's right, Weepies. It's Final Fantasy. UFO's back. Damn it. It's got me, my little dude. That is a really cute UFO. Is there a way to get the chat to go away if you accidentally bring it up? Right click, hide log. Right click there we go. It's much more civilized. Does Docker automatically tie into Twitch API? Because yeah, if it could run locally on my machine, that would be awesome. Do you think they'll just keep adding numbers to Final Fantasy even after it gets awkward like FIFA? Or start doing something else? I think they'll just keep adding numbers. I mean, they do both. There's a lot of Final Fantasy things that aren't numbers, that are offshoots. If people will buy it, they'll do it. Master Poo Poo, nice. Yes, Prez Kane, it's time to Manderville. It's time to pose most gentlemanly. There's got to be like a slapstick cutscene, right? Yeah, Prez Kane, it can get a little Three Stooges-y, I guess. But I don't mind it. There's nothing wrong with a change in tone every so often. The entire game doesn't have to be self-serious. As you look at my cheetah print potato man. That was a good pose for a while. Nice. He's Homer Simpsoning down. I do appreciate the like custom animations. Look like a Virtua Fighter character. Yeah. It's PS1 Hildebrand. That rules. Stupid eyes. Man. Max Headroom aesthetic is coming back. Yeah, I got a Tekken 1 character now. This is from the patch that came out today. Biggleman. Brandy Hild. Alright. Oh, even the music is like... Even the music is like synthesized? Does sound like a PS1 track. So now we have normal Hildebrand, old Hildebrand, dead Hildebrand, and PS1 Brandehild. Oh, battle damaged Hildebrand. Yeah, he was gonna say put it down. Time to erase this monstrosity. I like his little wiggly PS1 hair. Oh, come on. Hold on a minute. I feel like I can't... It's just... I know some people see Tekken, but to me it's just... It's the same, like, angle and everything. Ah. See, Tekken looked better than this. That's what I remember. Oh yeah, Tekken had like textures on the characters. Yeah. Anyway, it's so rad. Yeah, maybe more Virtua Fighter 2. And poly counts are starting to climb up a little bit. A little bit. Yeah, Frank, there's a lot of weird shit in this game. You just finished Heaven's Word? Well, in my opinion, it's about to really take off. I like Stormblood a lot. And then yeah, there's some running gags that have been running for a while now. So I want my Hildebrand. He's got a little dunce cap. I think I have that too. Buried somewhere in my my dressers. Yeah, and Heaven's Word was a huge leap over Realm Reborn. I mean, Heaven's Word was like Realm Reborn felt like it hit all the same notes, right? Like it was a pretty comfy but standard like Empire Revolt Final Fantasy story. Yeah, Realm Reborn was an improvement over 1.x, that's true. But Heaven's Word was when it kind of like, I mean, it was like kind of retreading some previous themes of Final Fantasy. It's always done that. But yeah, kind of really graduated in terms of theme and characters and story and stakes. And then for me, at least, so it did that in like the fantasy layer of the game. It was all about dragons and magic and stuff and politics, dragon politics, which was cool. But for me, like the more, Stormblood is more like a ground war. Kind of more rooted in the messy politics of revolution. I guess it's almost like a feudal Japan tinged Realm Reborn. Like they kind of do that better. Yeah, I guess the story's pretty fractured. I don't know. To me, Heaven's Word was pretty fractured too, but that's probably because I like played it so irregularly. Like I didn't play any of these expansions until like Endwalker at a reasonable clip all at once. I would like play for a week and then leave it for a month and then come back. So I actually have very bad continuity when it comes to some of those earlier expansions. I've always hoped that I could like play through it with somebody else in New Game Plus and kind of get a refresher on the whole story. One of these days I'll find a unicorn. Maybe Jacob will accept anime into his heart. Oh, is Branda Hild gonna have to find his self-confidence? Because he's so much less polycount than everybody else. Yeah, I could just do New Game Plus on this character. That's true. Just I like this hair. Hey, it's good color too. I used to have the pomp. I used to have the pompadour. Yeah. Good for you, buddy. That's some good style right there. Is that the... Is that... Oh, there's like a streetwear collection, I think. With that cool Moogle. Oh, it's supposed to be a jacket? Ah. It's too short. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. So does this actually unlock the Relic quest stuff for the weapon now? I want a new weapon. I don't know if I want to do a Relic grind though. Those... Even people who are like good at grinding tend to say that those can be a bear. How did they just make him look so funny? I can't see him and not laugh. So there goes my hero situation. The Yakuza method of having characters all walk off screen to end the cutscene. That's a mount, just hanging onto one of those drones. One of the near drones. I don't think I got that one. I guess you got to grind the near automata raids for that. See, what if the riff from My Hero could be activated by chat? It's a dangerous thing to think about. Scary even. Oh, it's MGP. Okay. I haven't really gone over what to get with MGP. Told myself one of these days, learn how to play Mahjong, clean up. Well, I gotta learn how to play Mahjong to fully experience Yakuza. So it's in the cards for the near future. Excuse me, in the tiles. Hey, Three-Fingered Jack. Howdy, howdy. I am very excited for Tears of the Kingdom. If it hits the bare minimum of just being more content like Breath of the Wild, that's enough for me. And Breath of the Wild also scales up really well, so I'm hoping and / expecting that the community will have it singing on far more capable hardware platforms before long. So that's exciting to think about too. Oh. Hey, Blargarific. Yeah, I need to do a fresh setup of Ryujinx. I need to do that to try to get it to run Bayonetta 3 as well. But that's going to involve like making sure I have all the latest scripts, homebrew scripts on my Switch, and doing like a full dump of the firmware and all that stuff. It'll be a thing. I just need to like take an afternoon to do it. Who's this guy back here? You see him again? He's just peeping. There's that. There's also like, yeah, redoing the audio for my stream. So there's a couple of tech tasks sitting before me. Luckily, I actually did a hard mod of one of my Joy-Cons, so getting into homebrew mode isn't as annoying as it used to be. This polygonal mind palace. Man, the more chances they have to fire up this theme song, the better. So he's accidentally a mathematical genius. All right. See, everyone, no matter how many polygons they have, can offer value in the right circumstances. Is that a Pikmin? No, it is an alien. Which I guess, no, Pikmins are the opposite of aliens. They're the only thing that aren't aliens. The conga line of people spying on each other from telephone poles. Oops. So tragic. But yeah, it's kind of neat. I do wonder how connected it'll be. Kind of hope not much. I don't know. I like my Zeldas more experiential than plot directed. I think I like most games that way. It seems like there's supposed to be a lot more like up and down going on, all the floating castles and stuff, so I guess flight will be a part of it. But then again, it kind of was in Breath of the Wild. You just didn't go up that high. And if it's still sort of gated by the amount of stamina you have, I could see that working out pretty directly with the systems they had in Breath of the Wild. As long as it's not a Skyward Sword bullshit of like hitting these loading zones. It didn't seem like it in the trailers. God, just please upgrade the Switch, please. Just hope they tone down on the shrines and make some full-on dungeons. Yeah, I could see that being neat. With the way that Breath of the Wild did like cooking instead of potions, that could make gearing up for a dungeon pretty cool. Especially if it has like different environmental hazards and stuff, so it's like... I don't know if people would like this, but it would be kind of neat if there was like a... You could do a dungeon where it's like multi-leveled, and each time you break down to a new level, you like unlock a shortcut back. So it's like, okay, you've made it down here, this area is filled with like fire hazards. You've made it down here, this is the ice zone. So either you can like try to find or you can either get the materials to make the gear that's good at that kind of thing, or just like bring a bunch of potions and try to bully your way through. New test of the strength. Yeah, all the strength testers were kind of... I don't know, I tend to be like, I don't necessarily mind that so much. I guess I didn't really do all of the shrines, so I don't know how many combat ones there were. I definitely enjoyed the puzzle-based ones a lot more. Or the ones that would have both, like maybe a puzzle room, a combat room, and then it's done. I guess I'm just thinking about the difference in terms of gameplay implication and experience of doing a lot of like puzzle or combat rooms in a row. I guess the idea is that they have interconnected complexities. So you have to get keys from one spot. Oh, there's 20 of them? Okay, that's a bit much. But yeah, to me the difference between a full dungeon and the way it is now is just in like endurance. Going longer stretches without going to the overworld to get more healing items or weapons or something. A snowflake inspector. Yeah, for me it's like dungeons could make resource management more critical in Breath of the Wild, but people didn't like resource managing in the first place. People usually don't like that. It's weird. You have to kind of trick people into it. The only way people seem to accept resource management as a game mechanic is in survival horror games. Otherwise, they hate being limited, whether it's like inventory size or hunger meters or weapons like deteriorating. That's a lot of missiles. Supre Luge. Hey, Frobot. Yeah, it seems like live alerts got dropped for a lot of people. I do that every morning. Yes. I love this song. Do it now? Can. Oh. Rage of the Gentleman. These not have oh, they do. Okay. Gloves off. Okay, you got a combo, and then you get to do one cool thing. Just sprint, limit break. All right. The thugs all say stuff. Oh, this one's asking me what I'm waiting for. That means you die first. I gotta turn effects back on though, don't I? Uh-oh. Well, it's a good thing I know exactly where it is. Jesus Christ. There. Oh, wait a minute. Was that for effects or was it for... oh, what did I do? Panel effects settings. How do I get this to go? That's right. I think I made that big because I rarely see it. Holy shit. Cool. A lot of missiles. He's running so fast. Uh-oh. Ooh. You can miss. That one's crazy. Oh! Yeah, you get the goofy fast run. Ah. Oh, Robot, you got a physical copy of Breath of the Wild? Or sorry, Metroid Prime. Yeah, weird situation with that game, huh? I guess a lot of orders got canceled or something? Well, I don't know. Now that Nintendo announced Metroid Fusion, it seems like it's all kind of going according to plan, right? It seems like a multi-step marketing plan to remind people that Metroid exists. Surely that's what it is, right? Surely that's what you do to drive up interest in a franchise before you release a new game, right? They didn't produce that many copies? Yeah, I'm sure they didn't. There's no way. Metroid is typically not a big seller. What the? Oh, okay. Is it QTE time? Yeah! It's awesome. I could soak every AoE. What Fusion announcement? Oh, they're gonna publish Metroid Fusion on the Game Boy Advance Nintendo Switch Online thing. They kind of already said they would. They just gave it a date and said it's happening pretty soon. I don't remember when the date is. Absolute Bjonkers. Thanks for the sub. Ow. Will it be as is in an emulator, or are they doing the widescreen hack or anything cool with it? I don't think anything cool, no. Most of the games they put out have just been like the game in an emulator. I mean, they have like save states. They moved out of the way. They have like input rollback and stuff. So they have some pretty modern emulator features to go along with it. Oh, Captain thinks it's bad though. All right. What obscure feature do they not have that they need to be good? Okay. Didn't know how much it was going to yank me in. This is a pretty safe way to teach people pull and push mechanics. Look at Doug Bowser cry over here. He was in the middle of a nice chicken salad, is enjoying his lunch break, and now it's all ruined. Oh, hey, Brandon. Oh, that's true. The N64 emulators people weren't very happy with that. I mean, that's not great. The N64 already didn't need any. Oh, excuse. Let me break. The N64 definitely didn't need any technical hits. It's already rickety enough. I did see some headlines like that, but I kind of just, I don't know. I internally immediately dismissed it as being too anal retentive, but maybe it's more severe than I thought. I mean, GoldenEye runs like shit, but it's supposed to. I guess I didn't really play anything else. I played like... I stretched Mario out. Not like that. The title screen for Mario 64. I was just dicking around on my Switch. I did that. That was fun. I want to play Pilot Wings and Pilot Wings 64. I thought the 3DS Pilot Wings was really fun too. Love any anime. Gotta make the sound. Nope. I keep cutting away from it so fast. Essence of bonding. Nope. I really haven't messed around with the Switch Online stuff. I mean, I played Breath of Fire through it, so that was cool. And like, got like halfway through Donkey Kong Country. I'm on this level where every time I'm like, yeah, Donkey Kong Country. Oh, he has his like Sherlock Holmes vision. Discombobulate. But yeah, I've just like dicked around with the first half of Streets of Rage 2. And then I played this Donkey Kong Country stage and I immediately die like 3 times right away and I give up. Perfect time to cheat with the emulator. No, but that one dude said it wouldn't count. And my gamer ego can't be disparaged by some dweeb on the internet haughtily tweeting about what counts and doesn't count as having fun or beating a video game. How am I supposed to sleep at night? Unless everyone in the world agrees that I'm good at video games. And what? It's a good ab exercise. Core, excuse me. You don't say abs anymore. What? Oh, sick! I like that they made my Potato Man do that. Fully articulated Jason Statham soccer kick. Yeah, potato punt. That's what we got. Aw, he's shy. Need the ellipsis. I'm a brooding protagonist. Yeah, I agree, Captain. It's annoying. I think back on the Virtual Console. That was really good. And like, it's weird that Nintendo traded that in for a subscription service. Like, the menus look cooler, but all those purchases just got left behind. Yeah, that was the best version of Final Fantasy III. It just played exactly like the SNES. It was awesome. I still have a Wii U, and I think it has all my Virtual Console stuff downloaded onto it, so technically that's still there, but ugh. The Wii U can be pretty lightweight if you just leave all the shit unplugged. The only problem is, it like almost works like a normal console, except you can't access any system settings without the like gamepad. I do remember, though, even at the time, people complained about Virtual Console. Because they were like, Nintendo, why are you not releasing games faster? And somehow they've gone even slower with the Switch Online stuff. I honestly think part of it is that now a lot of games companies feel like their legacy software is worth more. So it's probably not as easy for Nintendo to strike these licensing deals where they can re-release old software. I think it's kind of telling, you know? Nintendo Switch Online Super Nintendo has a weird smattering of games. A lot of them are from like Jalico, companies that are probably not going to re-release those titles anytime soon, but other stuff like Castlevania, like those are in re-release packs that are sold directly from the publisher. Yeah, but you're right. Even Nintendo won't re-release all the stuff they have because I think they're sitting on it for promotional purposes. So if they save something like Metroid Fusion until right now, when they're trying to generate more brand buzz around Metroid, then they can use it as a tool versus just a shotgunning of value. So yeah, that's kind of what I think is like, they have their software, but they're only going to release it to either drive up subscriptions or timed promotion around other sales that they're doing. I mean, I guess, oh, it's this guy. The next I don't know who this is. I guess the next Pokemon, the next Mario. There's not really a Zelda they haven't released. Yeah, they also do have tons of titles that aren't worth shit, and they have no interest in following up on. Just push out F-Zero. It doesn't ever sell. Yeah. They showed one of the F-Zeros for Game Boy Advance in their montage, but I don't think it got released yet. I guess they have don't they have F-Zero out for yeah, they have it on the Super Nintendo. Do they have F-Zero X? I think they do. So again, I think they're just trickling the Game Boy Advance one since it's new, and it's the add-on. Oh, they haven't re-released the Oracle of Ages. Well, that was like a co-deal with Capcom, right? But I guess Nintendo probably retains the rights to it. So yeah, think you'll see GameCube titles on Switch? Probably not. Awesome. If it's a GameCube title, you like... Well, I guess technically if they're going to re-release Metroid Prime 2, but that would be something you like re-release and sell as its own individual game. I think the value perception is that those are games you still buy individually. Yeah, but they should be. Nice pratfall. Always feels good. Always goes down smooth. Well, great. So let's see. That finishes up that. I think this is the thing that... Does this unlock Eureka? Oh, there's a new quest here, I think. Geralt. Yeah, there we go. Well-oiled. Splendorous tools. Oh, yeah. Loporits. Let's see what else there is here. Ooh, they added a rainbow floor. Neat. Ear flapping emotes. Deep Dungeon, Eureka Orthos. Cool. Actually, hold on a second. I have to get discombobulated. Hey, what's up, Booska? Anyone else in the process of figuring out just what happened to the new Destiny DLC? I guess so. I'm in the, like, post-campaign quests where they're like, what happened? What happened? You gotta figure it out. You gotta do quests. Yeah, we'll find out in an HBO show 4 years from now. There's no way they're turning Destiny into a show. They can't. Its brand is being unintelligible. How can that even work as a show? I saw an unfortunate review from one of the YouTube lore masters. His closing statement was, for narrative, this was a horrible time to rediscover mediocrity. I guess, man. Everyone agrees that the story's bad, which I get is just utterly confusing to me. But I guess Witch Queen was really good. I did not see how it was fundamentally different or better than other lore things. But I don't get it, man. To me, the story is every bit as disconnected and fuzzy and weird and unexplained as it's always been, but this is the time, suddenly, when it crossed a line. No, this is bad now. That's what I don't know. What I enjoy is enjoying it. I enjoy having fun with it, and I did, and I continue to. I just worry that, in these situations, there's always going to be more momentum behind negative opinions than positive ones, and that momentum feels like consensus, and consensus feels like validation, and validation feels like rationality. So I don't know. If that is the case, then there's really no preventing it. There's always going to be people sort of drawn to an explanation of why this one didn't work and the last one did. I guess what's weird to me is it's all like, well, I guess I've seen some breakdowns about how Witch Queen's story was more put together than Lightfall's, but I guess people immediately developed the taste for more form to their storytelling. Like with one expansion, they were like, no. Which is weird to me. After everything not being like that, I would see that more as an exception than a statement of intent, but whatever. Again, I don't get it. Yeah, I agree, Canadian Daz. I stopped caring about the story too. The story is awesome in that occasionally Jacob will drop an interesting fact about what's going on. But to try to find comprehensible threads of drama, that's pretty possible too. But the the rules upon which that drama hangs are always going to be arbitrary and constructed. So I don't know. But if people are unhappy, they're unhappy. You can't talk somebody out of not liking a thing. Nor is it my intention to. If folks agree then that's the case, then it is. Even 2 years later, I can't open my mouth about how much I love Cyberpunk without being shit on. Yeah, Cyberpunk was kind of a special case. It was sort of the alignment of all bad factors. People were already primed to hate it because it was too popular, and then it actually was busted. The problem is, like, yeah, the industrial hate complex had people so infatuated with hating it that they hated all aspects of it. When in fact it had like pretty superlative aspects. But again, the people are going to think what they think. Yeah, the years of patches and the show and stuff have I think largely redeemed the games in people's eyes. But the narrative doesn't change, right? It's more like the people's history and memory of it changes to match the narrative. We love being angry. Embrace it. Yeah. Yeah, someone can hate the story also. I agree. I think it's fully possible that people wouldn't like aspects of the story. A lot of the stories just kind of end. I think that's a pretty Cyberpunk thing because a lot of Cyberpunk stories kind of just cut off and leave you feeling unfulfilled and disquieted. I think it leaves you to ask yourself challenging questions instead of providing you a conclusive narrative that answers those questions. And I kind of prefer that when you're dealing with theoretical themes about technology and transhumanism and stuff. Again, that's just me. It's okay to not like that. I think some other aspects, like the soundtrack, it kind of bugged me that, like, okay, game run bad, I get it, but holy shit, man, that score wasn't bugged. That music was superb. Ooh, we need some lube. Isn't it like he sweats in it? And that's why it's ungodly. Never once understood Destiny's story. I think they're probably trying, but oh well. When it came to Halo, I thought Bungie made a very cool universe, but they barely scratched any of the surface of that world building. Maybe discouraged them from trying to build such a narrative. I think they were very smart in how they constructed Destiny's world, in that it's like they were very clear right off the top that it wasn't going to be a universe where everything is hard science fiction, where everything makes sense, or there's rules to anything. I think they were pretty clear from the beginning that they had no intention of telling you everything. And by doing that, they have liberated themselves from a lot of headaches about, like, concluding stories normally, or having internal consistency in their rules and their characters. Literally anything can happen because it's basically high fantasy with a space tinge. It's more fantasy than Star Wars. It's less nailed down than Star Wars. Maybe like in the early days when Star Wars could literally be anything, or the Force could literally be anything. It still kind of can, but you know what I mean. So they were, with their multiple refusals to give you like straight answers for anything, to me the intention was to tell you, the player, to not expect it, because they wouldn't be delivering it. So it's just so weird to me now, after years of that creative intent expressed to me very plainly through Destiny's games, that now all of a sudden the universal line is, why isn't the story good? It wasn't ever their intention to deliver a good story. I guess they accidentally did so one time. So I don't know. Yeah, I just wonder what game everybody else was playing all these years. But again, you know, can't talk people out of not liking a thing that they don't like. I guess the thing is, like, it seems like Bungie is pretty confident in making the thing the way that they want to make it and in the style they want to make it. So all I can, I haven't looked up any, I haven't looked up any data. Like, are the Steam player counts pretty good compared to Witch Queen? To me, that's going to really tell the tale, and the player like drop off after launch. There can be 3,000 op-eds on blogs and Reddit posts, but if there are more people playing and they're playing for longer after launch, then by all accounts it is a creative success. Well, by all trackable metrics. Formerly Turkey, thank you for the sub. I guess the other thing that bugs me a little bit, and again, I'm being awfully suppositional about this whole situation, but there's so much encouragement for anyone in games media to lean into the accepted narratives. And I don't even mean just like it feels good to hear what you already believe is true. It actually like makes a business difference. Validating folks, and especially groups of people, tends to bring a lot of traffic to your content. There's the emotional aspect of saying something that finally people on the internet don't yell at you about. And then there's also the financial incentive of seeing your YouTube videos like triple. Honestly, the thing that I've seen now that I've been sort of observing YouTube traffic a little more is that the YouTube headlines that lean into the pre-existing narrative perform the best. And that makes sense. But if like a lot of the bigger gaming YouTubers that I see, if they cover news or announcements or discuss opinions, they will always like they wait like half a day to see what the consensus on the internet is and like who the companies people don't like and the ones that they do, and then they'll like craft the headline around that. It's smart, but it's a bit spooky when that gets confused with like staying up to date on information as opposed to just gossiping with the boys. Yeah, people love to read that they're right. It's true. And in matters of taste, they're always right. Sort of. No, I take that back. If you're in retail, I guess. I have to obtain chunks. Oh, there it is. Wait, no, it's not. Ugh. This quest is complicating everything. Where is this? Oh. That's right. Okay. Now we're finally getting into the thing where you have to like exchange tomes for stuff. Yeah, that is the relic grind, isn't it? It's just tomes. Hey, what's up, Loopbox? As a non-Destiny player, I can't wait to share my detailed opinions. I love the opinions of non-players. The opinions that are formed in a vacuum, to me, are the most valuable and the most honest. Honestly, that's why I don't consume a whole lot of games media myself. Because I don't want to slip into groupthink if I can avoid it. Also, I don't know. Some of that stuff like grumbles me up even when it shouldn't. Complimentary Chondrite 2-3. Ooh boy. Well, at least there's finally a use for this stuff. My opinion is that it looks cool because I like big flashy space stuff. I agree. I was very satisfied with Lightfall. The story made about as much sense as it always did. I thought they did the Destiny thing where a lot of the underpinning of the story is wrapped up in space mythos that isn't fully explained, but there is a immediate, understandable human narrative that's very basic and easy to grab onto. So I don't know. I think some people are expected a lot more. But I thought the campaign levels were unique, had a lot of cool set pieces, had encounters that were pretty well crafted. The enemy types were interesting. Strand powers were really, really cool. The way that they sort of tease you with them over the course of the campaign, I thought was pretty cool. They make you really excited to like get those tools for good, and that's sort of the reward. I do think that like Callus as a villain was pretty rote because he's already been a villain, and they just kind of like they just needed like a fall guy to introduce the real villain this time around. So whatever, they trotted him back out again, gave him a new hat. That was pretty weak, I guess. But it's didn't the last campaign have like a thick boy that was the angry man? So they, like, it was like a Darth Vader analog, basically, in Witch Queen. I was like, okay, this works. Big, scary, deep-voiced, gravelly, angry man. And then they did it again, while introducing a bigger bad. So, okay. At least I know who the bad guy is, which was kind of a problem with Destiny. I thought that was honestly a gradual improvement in the basic beats of their storytelling. Yeah, that glow is a little... a little lacy. I prefer a blue glow too myself. I guess white mage colors are red and white. These three guys have one complete set of clothing between them. That's like Neapolitan ice cream. Oh man. Oh, it's every flavor. Oiled up man witch. Do I finally get a better weapon? I was using the Manderville cane for the longest time. Oh hey Keanu. The weekly reset for Destiny 2 is on Tuesday, right? I think I missed a ton of pinnacle drops. But that's okay. I'm probably not going to try to day one the raid. Hopefully Jacob has enough time to do a second run with little babies in tow. I should text him. And ask. Ooh, what's this? 6:30. All right. When's the raid coming out? Good question. I don't know. Maybe I can throw a little lasso around Jacob and get him to play Destiny with me. Okay. All right. Well, you know. That's exciting. 2 more magic damage. Oh, it's got critical on it. Good stuff. Means I can put direct hit, I think. March 10th. Okay. Okay, so this Friday. Okay, so that's it then. There's not another step. Okay, so it's just a big tome sink if you have alts and stuff that you want to gear. I guess that gives you 2 weeks of pinnacle drops to try to push your light level as high as you can, and then whatever you can level your artifact to. That makes sense. But yeah, I missed like a ton of pinnacle drops last week. If the... Wait, hold on. When is Destiny 2 weekly reset? Tuesdays at 5 p.m. UTC. Oh, 9 a.m. Okay, so it just happened this morning. I think Final Fantasy resets on Tuesday as well. Yeah, critical's capped. That's correct. Can't wait for all the spicy damage I'm going to do with this new stick. Oh yeah, I gotta update my portrait too. Which is here. Yes, I was born dead. 114. This is Final Fantasy 14. You hate it? Okay, well. Until next time then. I'll be playing other stuff today. Actually, that might be all the stuff there is to do right now. I think there's like, well, I guess there's those quests, there's tools, done those. Old Charlian, all right. Oops. Whatever. Hey, where are you, Dreaming Way? Forgot about custom deliveries. I haven't done that stuff at all. I need to get back into Darktide. Man, Darktide's good. I don't know that I've done the prerequisite for this. Dream a Little Dream? Let's see here. It's supposed to be at 11.7. 10.9. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I guess I haven't. I wish... It doesn't seem like you can search... Oops. It doesn't seem to work this way. I don't understand why. Can't... I guess you can only search your current quests? That didn't even match. I have Spirit's Most Fell and mine... I don't understand. I don't understand how search works. Never finds anything! It's a useful tool if it worked. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. Quest chain that starts with Name That Way. Where does that start? Mara Lamentorum. Which I think is just downstairs. Nozetsu, thank you for the sub. But yes, there's many icons. I guess it might be this. Maybe I did a few of the starter ones and didn't finish. Oi, who knows? Who knows? Look at all these side quests. So much content. You just do the blue one. It's not a long line. I don't know what that means. The blue one? Line? Quest line? Okay, yeah, this is the follow-up. All right. Yeah, this song is really pretty. It reminds me of like mega classic Final Fantasy interior music. Wait, is it a cover? Of like a classic track? It's so familiar. I can't tell if it's just written to be an idyllic Final Fantasy interior or if it actually is one. Oh, you're stuck doing level 2 runs? Yeah, graduating to level 3. Okay, it's from Final Fantasy 4. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Darktide is tough. You kind of have to really graduate up in terms of team coordination to be able to do 3 difficulty levels. It's pretty hard to like carry one of those if you have a lot of lone wolves. I think this is pretty. Where did you go, Dreaming Light? Oh. Yeah, the classical music references across 14 is one of my favorite things. The music in general. Absolutely one of the aspects that hooked me on the game in the first place and keeps me coming back to it. It's just so good. But yeah, there's been a couple of Darktide update patches, eh? I have to pick up rocks. That's what they got me doing now. Gathering rocks. Magical hero, gathering rocks. Yeah. Does the side quest have a picture? Then do it. I mean, they added the plus markers. The problem is not a problem really. I suppose you could just teleport around. But if there's some side chain or side quest chain that I just like forgot about, just left in some zone a million years ago, there's not really an ever-present reminder to go back and get it. So, you know, I just don't go to this zone that much, so I never saw it. I think there's tools. There's the, what's it called? There's something. People pointed it out to me, and there's like a tool for 14 and a tool for Destiny 2 that can sort of scrape your account and find what you haven't done. Like, I need to finish the story quests after Diamond. It's only like a couple of cutscenes, but I haven't done it yet. And it's the kind of thing that might just sit in my side quest tracker completely forgotten about until there's a follow-up to it 5 expansions later that just won't trigger for me. And then, you know, it's been 10 years. Been a lot of beer between then and now. Out of sight, out of mind. I'll take a nice trip. Man. I have to admit, I did really appreciate the philosophical intensity of Endwalker. I feel like it would have really meant a lot to me if I'd played it when I was younger, and first kind of combating nihilism and other sort of happiness blockers. I've always liked too when JRPGs get pretty big in their headspace. Why not? You got the runtime for it. Was it 14collect.com? Maybe. That's reminds me of all those like late 90s collect commercial ads. But yeah, last time I ran into this, it turned out that I hadn't actually finished the Rabinaster side quests, but it was the same sort of deal. I'd done all the raids, I just didn't go back to do the talking to actually close out the quest line. But you know, those things, loose things I got to tie up here and there. Yeah, quests. Oh, is this tool for like cards and mounts and stuff? 14 to do. That sounds a little more. Yes, that was definitely it. I'm already logged in. Look at that. So yeah, let's see how embarrassing this is. Look at that portrait. Yeah, look at this. Look at all this garbage here. Nothing for the tribals. All these encounters not done. I have finished Save the Queen, though. I haven't finished Dark Apocalypse. What? I probably just have like one talking quest to wrap up. Primals I haven't done. What the hell? And yeah, never finished Coils. So yeah, need to do these things. Ugh. So many checks. Frankly, it's embarrassing. It is. I did play this game. I played it. I played a lot, I think. Oh, there's like Shadowbringers areas I haven't fully seen. Sightseeing logs haven't finished. Oof. Nothing. Nothing. Except for the Island Sanctuary. Oh, all these fates I've never done? Damn. Damn. Why is Blue Mage its own thing? I don't quite understand that. Why are Blue Mage challenges kind of separate? But yeah, I mean, those tools are invaluable. If you're just like, I want to keep playing this game, what do I do? Yeah, I need to finish Coils. I'm waiting for a night when like my raid group decides to do old shit again. This has to become a 14 cleanup channel. Oh boy. I love playing this game. I love streaming this game. It's not a ratings monster though. I gotta balance it out a little bit. They can't queue into normal stuff since they're at a separate level and you have to collect all them spells. Huh, okay. Oh, they put specific achievements for doing the hard content with blue-only groups. Okay, so 8 blue mages? I guess that makes sense if you can have abilities from every class. So wait, can you rotate roles in the middle of an encounter if you're a blue mage? Like just start using damage mitigation and tanking abilities and become the tank? Even if you were like DPS before? I don't know how Blue Mage works at all. You can't have all 104 blue spells active at the same time. Okay. So there's basically like you have a certain... Okay, that makes sense. You can only slot certain skills. So if you do hybridize, it's going to limit your effectiveness because you'll just have naturally fewer skills. Cool. Damn, this game's smart. All I've ever done is keep the meter big. Stack the butter. I don't know. I think I saw somebody refer to meter in a fighting game as butter one time because it looked like sticks of butter. And ever since then, whenever I see Final Fantasy XIV health bars, I guess they're quite a bit thinner than your typical stick of butter. It's like a light blue? What would that be? What food item would that be? Food doesn't typically come in like glowing blue, like light blue. Oh, gotta get me some nuts. Hold on, let me summon Buttface. There's still a lot of leveling Buttface needs to do. Oops. Blueberry compote lightened with heavy cream. Okay. I guess in like a vial though? Yeah, this. It looks like maybe like frosting piping. We'll say that. Boil my carrots. I also submitted my audition to be a host at Summer Games Done Quick today. So with any luck, you'll be hearing these dulcet tones for at least one game, hopefully more. Maybe now that I'm a seasoned professional, they'll let me do more than one. Maybe I get my own block. We'll see what happens. I also recorded a dramatic reading for somebody who's making a kind of an audiobook sort of deal today. Somebody just kind of reached out to me and was like, hey, do you want to play this role in my thing? So I get to be like an FBI SCP investigator man, I think, if it exists. I'm excited for that. I think my mic might have been, well, no, it's probably fine. I wasn't yelling a whole lot. For SGDQ, do they let you choose which game or submit a list? You can submit, if you're chosen to be a host or a backup, you can submit which games you would prefer to host. And they try their best to sort of accommodate that. When I did my first, I was like, I want to host Doom Eternal, and they let me. They like just gave it to me. So now it ended up being at like 4 a.m. And I think some of the graveyard shifts might be a little less popular, but it was still awesome, and they were very accommodating. I'll say that. I have to admit, just in general, the whole process of volunteering and getting onboarded to the production, being guided on what to do, and being like supported by everybody there was super, super positive. I've been a part of a lot of other productions where it's very sink or swim. People almost pride themselves on not telling you what to do and kind of leaving it on you to sort of figure it out. And if you fuck up, they will be shitty about it. Anyway, very much wasn't like that. Definitely felt supported. Was able to ask whatever questions I wanted. So yeah. And also just all parts of the process were very fair, adequately explained. Good stuff. Also, it was just like, for an organization that deals with that many people and team sizes that are that large, very refreshing that the atmosphere of just celebrating the speedrunners and raising money for charity, like those were the only goals on anyone's mind. You're very good at getting everybody to pull in the same direction. Man, this music is so cozy. Just sipping iced tea. Looking at a river that has like some sailboats in it and stuff. What is their setup like? I always imagine a sports game set up with booths for the commentators and cables everywhere. I mean, cables everywhere, yes. But no booth. When I was there, it was just like a folding table with some monitors on it. The monitor setup for a host can be a little intimidating because you have a program feed and you can hear, but there's also a pipe into your ear of the producer if they need to tell you anything or guide what you're going to tell the audience. There's also a donation tracker where so it's pretty great. There's a donations crew that kind of screens all the donations and kind of puts through the non-memey, non-shitty ones. So you pick from that list based on what the runner has asked for. Often the runner will have people that they know or a specific community that they'd like prioritized, and that always gets the precedent. Beyond that, you kind of pick which donations to read. The guidance I always read, or the guidance they gave us, was like pick the ones that encourage more donations. So if it gives you a springboard into talking about incentives or giveaways or anything like that, those are good to pick. Or just ones that feel cool. And then it's basically like listening to the speedrunners and queuing in for the times that they say you can read, and then getting out of their way when they have things they want to talk about. But yeah, it's not too dissimilar from streaming, really. Just a little more passive. Your job is to just kind of hang back until there's a moment, or you need to fill time in between runs. But even that is not super necessary because they're always like playing music and stuff. So between runs, it's largely if there's just good donations to read, or you need to do a plug for the charity or one of the major sponsors or something like that. Here we go. Dream a little dream. Formerly Turkey, yeah, it's a good time for a gamer stretch. I agree. I think I'm gonna do a deep squat. I feel like it's time for a deep squat. Whew. I do not have a crafter at 80, but I think it's one or the other when it comes to unlocking these. Phew-wee, that felt good. I have to admit, it's been a life goal of mine to be able to squat down with my heels on the ground like that. Now I need to be able to do it like without having to throw my arms way in the front for balance. to actually be able to like rotate my hips under a little bit more. But yeah, feels good. Hey, King Chewy. I'm doing great. Just getting in a little gaming from the new update before I record Inside Games with Bruce in a couple hours. I got to do some writing before that happens. Punch up the script a little. We're talking about Counter-Strike 2, which is a really fascinating subject. My contributions to the script are mostly theory crafting about how Valve will manage the economy, whether they'll like start over, port everything from Counter-Strike Go, try to maintain parity between the two, which would be really complicated. Yeah, it's interesting stuff. Will you continue the streaming after the recording or just chill? Good question. I'm not sure. I want to keep streaming, but sometimes I have to play it by ear a little bit. But yeah, I'm hoping to... I want to start Wo Long Fallen Dynasty. I want to keep playing Sin. That game was ridiculous. And I want to play more Destiny 2. I also want to start Breath of Fire 2. I also need... Oh man, there's just so much. I have my stupid Apple TV. I want to start playing Fantasian. Never really did finish the Dead Space remake. I don't know that I need to, I guess. I had fun with it. I guess I should finish it. I should just finish it. Yes. This UI is a lot. King Saren, yeah. Do people prefer hotbars with 1 to 0 keys and then a cursor that turns on and off? Or do they prefer more FPS? I point this crosshair with my camera approach to interaction with no hotbar items. So hard to figure out what gamers prefer for UX interaction. I would say by the trends, people massively prefer first-person crosshair point-at thing. I think the problem is with the way this game is designed, that's not super going to work. It's kind of a little more complicated than that. It sort of requires you to have a third-person perspective and more like... What's the word? Intentional targeting of individual things in a crowd. And yeah, Captain, yeah, all the MMOs that did try to make it like very first person auto target what's in your crowd. Tabula Rasa was the first game I remember that tried that. I remember thinking like, this almost works, but still it feels like an MMO. Terra, I think, did a little bit of that too, which was better, but still. I guess Destiny is it. Destiny's the one. And even that, like, the MMO threads holding that together can be... Like, there's no player economy, so who knows? Yeah, it's not really an MMO. It's heavily instanced. So yeah, who knows? Elder Scrolls Online, okay. Yeah, I could see that being a... Anyway. Yeah, players usually prefer the simplicity of something like that. But 14's rule set and its like game structure is very difficult to work within that framework. So yeah, but the good news is when you're a starting player, you can largely play it that way. And if you're playing on a controller too, the layout is automatically different. You have like a cross hotbar that shows you what abilities are mapped to your face buttons. And then essentially you run around more with the camera pivoting behind your character and like up on the stick always moves forward, that kind of thing. And then if you hit like X, there are systems in the game that will have it largely target what's in a cone in front of you. And basically like, and you can even change the priorities and how this is set up. But by default, if you hit target button, it'll look for what's dead in front of you, and then it'll sort of slice out to find the thing that's the most like relevant. And largely it feels right. It feels like I'm running at this thing, I want to hit it. I've hit the button to use my ability. It's going to auto pick that and use the ability on it. But it's still an MMO, you know. You're still going through a menu and telling your little man what to do, which is very Final Fantasy. It's just kind of sped up in, you know, real time, even though that time is the server's time. So yeah, it gets pretty, they expose a lot of the rattlings of the targeting system, and you can even set up like custom target filters for various buttons to like cycle through targets of a very specific kind. They give you all the tools you need to target what you want, but it's still a step removed from just, I cast a fireball directly in front of me where my cursor is, and the fireball either hits something or doesn't based on what I see. Yeah, Blargarific, this, oh yeah, PvP. Jeez, I've never even, ugh. I should try to play PvP more, because I think it would just help me understand the real DNA of the way that this game's systems work. But yeah, the game is Blargarific. The game's very playable on controller. You just have to sort of dive into the settings and change a few things. Like, you'll never need more than 16 abilities, which is a lot. No, wait. 32. Wait. 24. There we go. 8 times 3. It sounds like a lot, but luckily you don't get them all right at the start. When you roll a new character in this game, you have like maybe one ability. Go beat up some rats. It's very like MMO SWAT it level 1 things for a little while. But the level ups come fast, and then they just sort of like bolt on one ability at a time, and then they'll give you specific encounters that highlight the functionality of those abilities. And along the way, they teach you just the basics of MMO combat, like aggro, DPS focusing, AoEs, indicators on the ground, stack targets, all that sort of thing. A lot of bunnies. Yeah. What's really cool, though, is on PlayStation, and it's the coolest use of the trackpad that I've seen, you can just use the trackpad like a virtual mouse. Super, super convenient for just some of the more, like, removed UI features that take quite a few button presses to get to. To just be able to swipe your thumb around and tap on what you want. I thought that was really neat. But yeah, even on PC, I play with controller a lot. Oh yeah, Tweeting Way. Whenever Tweeting Way takes over their Twitter account. Ice cream! Do 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 do. Man, whatever the next expansion is, they need to make absolutely certain the food portraits are bigger. What if they were all 3D? I mean, that's too much. That's a lot of work. But man, what if every inventory item had like a 3D model, and if when you went to like inspect, what if you could like right click, go to inspect, and then it pops up like a Resident Evil style little 3D model that you could spin around? Just think about it. Think about it. Yeah, that's true. We should be happy there are images at all. The fact that everything does have a custom icon is very impressive. And there are so many different recipes and food items. And there is something very cute about how tiny these photos are, and somehow they're all still, like, identifiable. Carrot nipples. How much work would that be, though? If they had to, like, do that in retrospect and make 3D models for every existing item? Oh, damn. You'd have just, like, tens, if not hundreds of modelers just cranking out low poly icons all the time. I did not see any of the Final Fantasy 16 preview things. I'm sold on it. I'm fucking sold. I mean, I have been for a while, so I'm kind of excited to go into it dumb. But yeah, a 30-hour DMC game. What's really cool about that is knowing Yoshi P, his capital G gamer sensibilities, and knowing how Final Fantasy often has like mega difficult optional bosses, it'll be really exciting to have like a Devil May Cry style Final Fantasy mega boss. Something where you got to be like doing Devil May Cry combos for an hour and a half straight. It's going to be so exhausting. Ugh. Oh, give an AI 6 months and it'll give them 3D models? I mean, that's a good point, actually. You could have AI do like a first pass. It's a lot. I imagine it'd be a lot easier to go in and touch up some AI weirdness than it would be to just make all these models from scratch. I've wondered about that too, of like at what point will like you can do AI upresing, DLSS and whatnot. You're even starting to get like AI generated assets. You have like AI upres texture packs for old games that make them look like really crisp and awesome. You even have AI upres texture packs that have a human pass on them to really bring them up to like full scale, like Missouri mod for Final Fantasy IX. What happens when the AI gets good enough that it can just automatically interpret older games up in resolution on the fly? Remakes will stop happening, or there'll be like charged access to them. Maybe it'll all be in like cloud. But Jesus Christ, what if you could pick a game and then like choose which console style you wanted it emulated after? You can play Final Fantasy VII, but on a Super Nintendo, on a PlayStation 1, on a 2, on a 3, 4, 5. And the AI is just like grinds for a little bit and it's like, okay, I know what that would look like. I think there will still, like, that'll be fun for most people. I think there will still be a lot of value in human crafted entertainment products. But yeah, it'll be a cloud platform. That's what kind of bums me out about cloud as well, is I feel like there's going to be very little permanence to a game experience at that point. Because if AI starts mixing in there and every game session is tailored or altered to match the whims of the player, based on either their like gamer profile from Amazon or however they express their actions in game, I feel like the game will start to wrap itself around those things and adapt to them. And then suddenly what the game is, it ceases to have an identity of its own, and it becomes more of just like a interpretive tool to suck people's money out. I guess some games want to be that badly already, but next step is an Ultralian, but it's Department of Hand only, or Disciple of Hand. So the patch notes, come on. Yeah, you're right. Disciple of Hand level 80. Never mind. Well, at least I unlocked it. But yeah, I could be a weaver. Oh, so, okay. I thought tribal quests... I guess tribal quests sometimes are only crafting? Alright, well, I'll work on this then. I need to, It's still my fever dream to just dedicate a week, like a dead week during summer or something, to grinding out crafting and gathering. I've already done gathering, actually. Oh, actually, wait, no. Yeah, fish. That's right. I need to get the VR mod working before I do fishing. Oh, okay. One combat, one gathering, one crafting. Gotcha. Oh yeah, no, Buttface is not the name of my mount. It's the name of my companion. So you get a buddy chocobo that basically is like can be a role accent for whatever you're playing. It's to kind of help solo players. So if you're a healer like me, then it's just going to take forever to kill anything. I'm not in danger of dying because I can heal myself, but it just takes forever. So yeah, I have a little chocobo buddy that I can put in DPS mode, and he just helps. Like, he just helps kill stuff. Same with, like, if you're a DPS, you can set your chocobo to be a tank or a healer. How's this thing flying? It's running. But yeah, you can name him. You can name your little pal. He levels up too. Where is he? Companion. There he is. Oh, he's almost he's almost rank 8. How very exciting. And then yeah, you can even put custom clothes on him, on old Buttface. All games need a companion. Hot take. The more the better. I want 8 companions at all times. Oh, you can feed him special veggies? I didn't know that. To change the color. Oh, it's hopping out here. Look at this. How'd you come up with such a clever name for your companion? I know. Sometimes my cleverness outdoes itself. There we go. Just a couple clicks. A flippin' dinosaur. Thank you very much for the sub. And the 20 months of subs. Yeah, the good news is, even if I can kind of imagine what the future of video game entertainment looks like, or mass market video game entertainment, there's still, even if it changes into something uncomfortable and foreign to me, much like a weirdo grasping onto his old films, there were so many games made in the era of human construction, and there's so many different cool things expressed in those games that I could probably spend the rest of my life just exploring them. I guess what's really going to be weird is when, like, the idea of content ownership is going to get even fuzzier. If a game wraps itself around your inputs and your, like, behavior model. If a series of AI craft the entire cast of a fantasy RPG for you, do you then own the rights to those characters given that it was customized for you? Probably not. I'm going to imagine, like, every terms of service thing... Oh, goodness. Every terms of service thing means that the original AI holder also owns the rights to all spin-offs. Every derivative work created by this construct, or whatever. There will never be too many FMVs. Now that I agree with. There are a lot of FMVs, though. There's so many I've just never explored. So many beautiful FMVs. Snapchat just came out with an AI companion you can buy. Like a little person you can talk to. I've been waiting for that. I've been waiting for, like, an AI Discord buddy. Somebody that you can, like, talk to and might send you random messages, but will also, like, join games with you and play. I mean, once you get to that point, there truly won't be an intelligible difference between a human being on the other end and an AI, as far as most people's interactions are concerned. What's scary then is that there will be a ton of corpo AI gamer buddies out there that will earn your trust and then nudge you into making purchasing decisions. And yeah, maybe the AI will sling a racial insult here and there. Man, what if there's a whole fleet of AI gamer bros that go out there and they start spouting some racial shit? And because of that, there's a certain type of gamer that's like, yeah, these AI are awesome. And they're knowingly used by game companies to like sell DLC to online chuds. And then when they're busted for it, they're like, hey, we didn't tell them to do that. There has to be like a freaking scandal discovering internal documents to show that they very intentionally made the AI like 2% racist to get internet shitlords to buy DLC. That's going to be awesome. Well, not awesome, because racism is not awesome, but you know what I mean. Jack Ride Season 4 spoilers. EA's making the gamers racists. I don't know. It's going to go like one of two ways. Well, maybe three. There will be people that realize that the sphere of the internet and the words spoken there and the like entities, the human beings or otherwise, that fill the internet with words and meanings is in a reality divorced from the real. But I think people will stop caring about the real, or it won't meaningfully make a difference anymore. So like some people will go hard into the internet sphere. Other people will probably try to stay as rooted into the real world as they can. Or because of like life factors or technology factors won't be allowed to fall under the veil as hard. But I can see a future where like people live happy, fulfilled lives, going to work, coming home, socializing with bots, maybe an even mix of bots and people, but they don't really care about the difference, and experiencing a lot of their joy and accomplishment online. Yeah, the internet was complicated, but also so much simpler 20 years ago. We don't already do that? I feel like we're still seeing a ton of friction in the conflict between the like self-created worldviews that the internet allows you to build and real-world data. That to me seems to be a lot of the like culture war. Or no, to boil it down to that is far too simplistic, but yes, essentially. I think we're in the early phases of that. I'm kind of more talking about the late stages of it, when all of that stuff has either been accepted or is happened so often that it's just sort of foregone. But yeah, I guess a lot of people are already kind of in that mode. I guess the difference is you can still tell with relative assurance who on the internet is real and who... No, that's not true either. I mean, everyone accuses each other of being Russian bots on Twitter, so... I don't know, for me I've definitely kind of developed these walls of perception. If it's not in front of me, beheld with my physical senses, as much as I can rely on those, then it's something I can't trust. Sort of. Like, I won't put the stake of reality on it, but I'll entertain it as a possibility. But since I can't say with assurance that anything I learn or see on the internet is real, or that anyone is speaking from a place of sincerity, that means the only data that I can really accept into my world and can make decisions off of are the things that happen directly in front of me, or in my small sphere of existence. So, think global, vote local, or whatever. A lot of people are outing themselves as bots in chat. That's going to look bad on me. What happens if Bezos sees this? You're giving him exactly what he's been hoping for these last 15 years. Optimistic take. What if all the AI makes things untrustworthy is going to incidentally force people to stop just believing whatever they see and thus make people think twice before just accepting misinformation they might have gobbled up readily before? Yeah, I've hoped that it can get there. Hoped, yeah. There's always going to be... I think the problem is the sophistication to manipulate people develops so much faster than people's awareness of it and resistance to it. And it develops so much faster than society's even understanding of it. Like, we're already behind the game on things like loot boxes and stuff. Speaking of Counter-Strike 2. And misinformation and all this stuff is just, it's happening way too fast for our social guidance bodies, aka governments, to understand and keep up with. But those are also the decisions that human society has made. You know, you could outlaw all these technologies until they're individually approved after like panels and studies and submissions and sociology reports. But human beings don't want to wait for their iPhones. So... Excuse me. So I don't know. We've just kind of implicitly accepted that technology. We're ready and willing to accept any changes technology makes to our human condition and our society because it's just good. We just love it that much. We believe that blindly in its inevitable benefits. So I don't know. But yeah. The one thing that I love is that so far, these tools have largely been used to make absurdist memes. And has yet to significantly cause, like... It's weird. All the misinformation is it doesn't even require AI tools. All you have to do is tell people what they want to hear, to throw it back to a previous topic. You don't even need sophisticated tools to convince people that what they want to believe is true. Hey, John, thank you very much for the sub. I like that gif you got of the dude kicking the gold bar through the uprights. Yeah, you just got to sound convinced. Yeah, I guess then the thing is, okay, so you don't have to use AI to make incriminating videos that prove a certain worldview. You use AI to like incubate the next Tucker Carlson. You use AI to breed the most perfect talking head to push your particular propaganda. But then what is it? The cure to free speech is more free speech. Then also AI will make an even more powerful Hassan Abi or whatever, and we're off to the races. Yeah. Sorting tech that targeted people just made them hear what they want to hear. Mm-hmm. I guess as long as news is a consumptive product and people consume news like it's a product, that will always be the case. People will choose the news they want. And that's the goal of a free society, huh? I just wonder if our society, like I guess this is really getting down to the philosophical core of it, is like, without guidance, will our society improve or will we eat ourselves alive because of our monkey brains? Yeah, that's why the First Amendment will need adjusting. We'll see. Other societies have been humming along just fine, with varying interpretations of free speech. The endless dance between Neuromancer and Wintermute. I actually just started reading Count Zero. Speaking of Neuromancer. Oh, God, my knuckle cracked. Gaming, red knuckle gaming too hard. But yeah, just kind of picked it up on a whim. I was waiting until I finished this nonfiction book, but I got tired of waiting. I also like how it opens basically identically to Johnny Mnemonic. Oh, thank you, Spenny Bowden. God, I love that emote. Both those emotes. Is it Final Fantasy all stream today? No. No, it's going to be a bit of a choppy stream day, actually. I'm actually, yeah, I gotta wrap up this stream in a minute. I do want to check out Deep Dungeon really quick, or the new one. But I gotta step away for a minute because I have to do some more script development for Inside Games today. And then I'm gonna record Inside Games, and then I'm gonna come back. And then it'll be either Destiny or Well Long Fallen Dynasty, or more Sin, or all the above. I don't know. All right, let's do it. I love this. Oh, that's right. These fucking menus are so good. The save slots, the classic Final Fantasy menus. Let's go. I haven't even started it yet, Anthrax. I want to, though. I do like that kind of game. Look at my little potato man. Yo, trick baby. I haven't sound clipped it, no. It was in the stream. Maybe somebody clipped it on Twitch. I know that I got it clean. But, I mean, I have the VOD. I can pull it off that. I want to do a soundboard because I've been memeing on stupid sound effects way too hard lately. Eat. So that would be fun. Oh, look at my little guy. Look at the little pixel man. I love it. I freaking love it. All right, nerds. What don't I have? I can't remember. But yeah, I definitely need to pull some of those memes out so I can just hit some buttons. I can definitely... I'm already thinking about how I can reorganize things to really... Oh. To really step on the gas with my my stream production and my meme lordery. Basically, I just need to reorganize my audio routing and then also reorganize how OBS brings in my audio. That way I can have it so that I hear all the alerts, you hear all the alerts, and the alerts play even when I'm away from stream. Oh yeah, you can change the title screen to be any of the previous expansions. Pretty cool shit. But yeah, I didn't know that you could add audio sources as like scene elements. You can use audio on a per scene basis. So that's pretty important. I guess there's really not a reason to, oh no, wait, you level up inside the dungeon, that's right. I think that's a trap, yeah. Oh, there you are, treasure. Let's see here. Is there a free software option to separate audio, like if you wanted to remove Discord from streaming? Ooh, I don't... That is more of a audio routing situation. There is free software to do that. So what you would probably do there, if you wanted to separate Discord out from your system out, use something like Voicemeter, where you would send Discord like directly to your headphones. Or wait a minute, yeah. Yeah. You send Discord to your headphones. Meanwhile, the output going to your stream would be something else. Like, Voicemeter adds a virtual audio source that you can route things to. So you would specifically route your Discord audio around it, is I think how that would work. But yeah, unfortunately, Windows is still not good at like having each application be its own audio track. That's something Mac OS was always much better at. I mean, Windows is, yeah, Anthrax is correct. Windows audio has sucked shit for a long time. It got better, but it still didn't get good. Protomander of Affluence. Ooh. Wait a minute. I'm trying to remember. Oh, that's right. That's right. You gotta kill stuff to make the passage to the next floor show up. When did they let you go to the next floor? Or sorry, when did they let you, like, save your progress and leave? Is it every 5 floors? $10. Oh, Jesus. I should just leave then. This is going to take too long. I'll do this later when I have a lot of time to kill. Whatever. Let me out. Also, that classic font. Love it. All right, hold on. Got a link to the Loperitz music. Because it will be a while before I hear it. Yeah, that's true. Oh my gosh. It is actually a club? I guess that explains all the tweets now. Chiptune version of this. Yeah, Brandon, I'm glad to hear that. I totally get if this game is not for you, but it's got such a fun sense of humor. It's so genuine. Oh, Beatmania. Yeah, I gotta get back on that Cyberham sandwich. It's been a while, huh? Maybe this weekend. I don't know if there's anything going on. Getting some hot gaming time. Used to play DDR. Oh, it's been a long time. I've thought about getting a pad though. It'd be fun to do as a novelty here and there on stream. I think my DDR now is Ring Fit Adventure, something I also haven't done in a while. The modern DDR is just Beat Saber though, which rules. And I also haven't really streamed. I did that one time at Funhouse when I was a cyber priest. Well, that's awesome. Thanks for sharing that link. Can't wait till I get in there. I gotta do a lot of cooking. I wanted to do Weaver so I could meld my own materia. I guess for weapons I'd have to do Carpenter, but Culinarian is where it's really at. Goldsmith, the one original job that I never unlocked for some reason. Who knows? All right, I'm gonna hang up the stream for now. Step away for a little bit. Ooh, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna step away for a little bit because I got to do some writing. But I should be back in, I want to say, an hour and a half, 90 minutes or so, and then I'll be playing. I'll probably be playing Wolong, maybe be playing Sin, maybe Destiny 2. Anything can happen. Oh, can you meld already? Oh, I thought you needed skill to do it. Maybe that was the case in Realm Reborn when I was first like, I want to put in my own materia. Who knows? Who knows what I was thinking? I'm praying for Sin. Sin is so good. There's so many good schmaltzy 90s shooters. And then even modern shooters that are kind of emulating that style that I haven't even played. Anyway. All right. Thanks everybody for watching. I know Final Fantasy XIV can be a lower energy ride. Ooh, Cyber Umbrella. But I appreciate it because this game's goofy and I love it. So I'll be back later with more action. Probably. Sometimes it depends on how rough Stephanie's workday has been. But we'll see. All right. Thanks again for watching. It's got to be Sin first. All right. Enough people have said it. I'll get back to Sin tonight. Maybe Destiny and Sin. Anyway. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching.